For that. I worked for 25 years in this field of Islamic eschatology. And so I have come to the conclusion that the passage from Pax Americana to Pax Judaica cannot take place without a very big war. Our Prophet, Allah's blessing be upon him, has prophesied the Malhama. And the Christian eschatology has Armageddon. Will the conflict in Ukraine escalate to become the Malhama? The Russian government has been warning and warning and warning again and again and again, warning NATO that if you continue like this, you are taking us to the Great War, nuclear war. But there is a group of people in the Western world who control power. They control power in Britain. The British people can do what they want. These people control power. The Pakistani people can continue to support Imran Khan, the whole of Pakistan, but this clique said, no, we are the ones who will decide. We hold power, okay? So these are the ones who are lusting for war with Russia. But I don't think the American armed forces want to fight Russia. I believe they must prefer to fight Libya than Russia. Russia has been blessed by Allah. In several of my lectures, I've used the Quran to explain Russia's phenomenal rise to power, military power in the world. I may be the only scholar who has used the Quran to explain it, but for 25 years to be like that. But if I am correct, it will survive. Truth will survive. So far, Russia has been able to contain the war in Ukraine without escalating it. So far. And Russia, instead of a massive onslaught on Ukraine to finish the war in 1 week, Russia has chosen a wise policy, an incremental war in which they work piece by piece, slowly to achieve the end, their goal. Russia has already achieved much of the goals she attempted to. The transition is to take place from a Pax Americana to a Pax Judaica. The question arises, how can a small Israel rule a world as big as it is today? The United States has been able to do it because the United States is a very big country and is supported by the rest of the West. So how can Israel do that? They want the Great War. They are lusting for it because the Great War will significantly reduce the population of the world. Will all of mankind perish? No, our Prophet has prophesied. He said that it's 7 years after the Great War. In another hadith it is 7 months. 7 years after the Great War, a Muslim army will conquer Constantinople. So mankind is not going to perish. There will still be a part of the world which will be habitable. People can still live after the Great War. So this may be the scientific view, but the eschatological view is different. The destruction of most of mankind will not only make the world smaller for Israel, but Israel also will expand her territory, because the Bible says that the Holy Land extends from the river of Egypt, the river Nile, to the river Euphrates. So Israel will have to wage big wars to expand her territory. These two things will help Pax Judaica to replace Pax Americana.